When RM wore the ring that Jin gave him on his ring finger, the internet did what it always does, spiraled into chaos. Within minutes, Army Twitter was basically planning a wedding, writing fan fiction, and arguing over the guest list. RM had to step in and clarify. Nope, he wasn't marrying Jin. The ring just didn't fit anywhere else. It's funny, but also it says a lot. Namjoon has spent his entire career correcting misinformation about himself, from his stage name to his clumsy reputation, from his underground roots to his IQ score. Myths cling to RM like bees to honey. Some are innocent exaggerations, others are stubborn misunderstandings, and a few are straight up wrong. So let's set the record straight, because if Namjoon can clear up a fake marriage rumor in 5 seconds, we can take the time to unpack the truth behind everything else. The name game from Rap Monster to RM. Many believe that when RM changed Rap Monster to RM, he meant it to become Real Me. Well, not exactly, but let's go back to the beginning. The world first met Kim Namjoon in 2013 as Rap Monster, a name that sounded more like a Marvel villain than the thoughtful poet that he really was. Every army probably knows the backstory by now. During the trainee days, Namjoon screamed Rap Monster at the end of a self-written track. A big hit staffer latched onto it initially as a joke, and then the name stuck. By the time BTS debuted, Namjoon was saddled with a moniker that didn't really represent the type of music that he was writing. So, as early as 2017, he made it official. Rap Monster was out and RM was in. ET, or Entertainment Tonight, actually asked him what it meant. And he said, I don't know, like real me or something. And honestly, the ambiguity is perfect because RM isn't about branding, it's about evolution. He didn't ditch Rap Monster to become someone else. He just shed the costume and let his initials speak for themselves. So, conclusion, Real Me was something that he threw as an option, but didn't really land on a specific meaning to this day. The Underground Years, Ranch Ronda, and the many other names. Here's the myth. RM's underground years was just him rapping in school. The reality can't be farther from that. Namjoon started rapping in 2017, hanging out on Jungle Radio, a hip hop forum. He joined Black Pirates crew and began dropping tracks under the names Largo, The Nexus, and Stilo. He even name dropped Largo and Nexus later on in Bon Voyage 2, proving he hasn't forgotten his roots. Most of his pre-debut songs have vanished, wiped by Namjoon himself, but a few survived thanks largely to early Army's archivists. One gem, La 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 La, which was released in 2008, credited to Largo, which riffs on Big Bang's track of the same name. It's raw, awkward, but unmistakably the foundation of what would become RM. In 2009, he joined the underground crew De Nam Yup under the alias Ranch Randa. And most armies would know by now that he got that name from the shared account he had in Maple Story. The lineup of De Nam Yup included Iron, Kiddo, Supreme Boy, and Marvel J. He balanced school, rap battles, and mixtape work while slowly carving his reputation. Even after signing with Big Hit, Namjoon kept ties with De Nam Yup until around 2015, walking the delicate line between idol trainee and underground rapper. Just remember that a hip hop crew isn't stuck together 24/7 like a boy band. It's more like a group of friends who come together whenever they have a time to do music or to perform. The grind was real. Myth, RM didn't have a lot of street cred. Aside from the fact that he worked non-stop with Denam Yup, he also joined Black Pirates crew. And the same year, he even collaborated with Lupe, now better known as Changmo. RM was definitely making the rounds, making music with different people, trying out different scenes, and relentlessly released different songs despite the fact that he was doing it out of passion. He didn't have record deals and wasn't really earning a lot of money out of the songs that he was releasing. But it was this grind that led him to the door of big hit entertainment. And that leads us to the next point. Discovered by Sleepy, the half true legend. Here is some sort of a myth. Untouchable Sleepy discovered Namjoon in a grimy underground club and marched him straight to Bang Shiyuk. The truth is a little messier. RM actually auditioned for the Big Deal squad, but didn't quite make it. However, Sleepy witnessed his performance and was impressed. So Sleepy got his phone number and other contact details and went straight to Big Hit. Producer P Dog later admitted that Bang Shiyuk signed RM on instinct. There wasn't a clear plan, no group concept yet, just a gut feel that this kid was too good to pass up. Looking back, Bang PD's gamble was less a business move and more a stroke of foresight. Clumsy or just careless? RM is famous for breaking sunglasses, tearing stage sets, and sending furniture to an early grave. He's been called clumsy so often, it's practically part of his idol resume. But does the label actually fit? Not entirely. The truth is that Namjoon has decent athletic chops when he wants to show them, that is. For example, he played basketball. He actually was a center in school using his height to dominate under the rim. He said he was pretty good under the basket. Next, skating. He's shown balance and coordination on the ice, hardly the mark of a klutz. And we also know that he loves cycling to the point that Jin actually gifted him with a bike. That's how he goes around Seoul, through a bike. So, no, RM isn't hopelessly clumsy. He's just more of a bull in a china shop when it comes to fragile objects. But when it comes to sport, he definitely can hold his own. RM bikes because he can't drive. Well, probably that's part of it, but the story is also more nuanced than that. In the Proof Collector's Edition, Namjoon shared that when he was about 4, his parents lived in a villa on a hill while running a baby food business. His father would often take him along on deliveries, putting him on his lap as they coasted downhill on a bicycle. To little Namjoon, it was thrilling, and that early memory sparked his lifelong love of biking. It's not the only story he shared about his father, though. Namjoon once recalled collecting Pokemon bread stickers when he was already in BTS. Since they were so hard to find, his father went to 10 different stores just to track them down and make his son happy. Well, I guess he's still his parents' baby. The IQ 148 genius. Well, this one's true. Yes, Namjoon once scored 148 on an IQ test, confirming it on Running Man. The number puts him in the genius category because the average is 100. But IQ isn't the whole story. Psychologists separate intelligence into 2 types: fluid intelligence, or the ability to solve new problems and think abstractly. This peaks in your 20s, then slowly declines. The other one is crystallized intelligence, the knowledge and skills you accumulate over a lifetime. This tends to grow with age. So while teenage Namjoon wowed with his test scores, adult RM impresses with his wisdom, cultural awareness, and creative problem solving. His genius didn't fade, it simply matured. No dreams? Well, not quite. BTS track No More Dream painted RM as the emblem of Korea's directionless youth. But little Namjoon had plenty of dreams, most of them adorably offbeat. In 2015 Wayang Yeonhwa interview, he rattled off a list. He wanted to become a rabbit. He wanted to become a father, a security guard, a stationery store owner. Later, he got serious about writing, winning multiple competitions, and nearly applying to a creative writing department in college. He even admired his father's crisp office shirts so much he once thought, forget literature, I'll become a businessman like that. Only later did he realize the darker side of Korea's corporate grind. And when I say later, I mean 20s. He said he didn't know about Korea's corporate culture until after he debuted with BTS. He said that once he started coming back to music, that's when he started forgetting about his corporate dreams. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did making it. This is a series. I am done with J Hope and BTS, and now it is RM. But if there's any, even though I am done with them, if there's any information you want me to clarify or double check or fact check for you, I can always do a part two, and then I'll just go through one by one, all the members in no particular order, whatever it is that I can get my hands on first. Um, Thank you so much for supporting the channel. But if you can, please consider donating to the channel. We launched it's well soft launch our news magazine, online magazine. If you can, please go there, asianentertainmentandculture.com. It is on a soft launch right now, but any kind of comments, suggestions, I would greatly appreciate them. And please follow me on XIG and also on Patreon, because that's where the community actually is. So please join us there. There is a free tier just in case you want to try things out. And also consider supporting me via YouTube membership. I launch them, and I do exclusive live stream and also exclusive videos for them. And that's it. Thank you so much. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you don't miss a single video. But more importantly, please share the channel. Share it to your friends, to your family members, social media. Put a link on your social media or on your email messaging app, everywhere. That's going to help the algorithm push us more. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.